Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope that you love this video. Please like and subscribe. The more videos you like and subscribe and the more likes I get, the more Chery will allow me to do their beautiful cars. And this is really a nice car. Unfortunately, I bought my T4 before this was released, so else I would have bought this, because at the same stage the T8 was released, but the T8 was just out of my price range. I could have bought it, but my wife would have killed me. Cool. So a quick thing I want to show you guys is the vehicle settings. So the main difference between this one and the T4s is the optional extra that you get. So for example, like if you go basic info, you can actually change the height of your degrees in your tailgate. So if you go into here, if you've got a garage that's got a very low ceiling, you can actually set how high or how low you want it. Now, mine stays outside, so I don't really bother too much about that. But when I got the car, it was on 95, so I'm just going to put it back onto 95. Now, then you've got your security tips, so you can actually switch it off if it's just lights. Or if you're in a complex that doesn't like sound, you can put in the horns and lights. But you know what? I don't care. I like having that so that I know when I climb out the car, it's got the fans and all that. You've got the exterior fold mirrors, which is on, so that's a nice thing to have, because obviously you don't want your mirrors exposed so that the people can knock them. As well as you've also got the auto lock, which is a nice feature as well. Then we're going to go press auxiliary drive. Now the auxiliary drive is part of the lane departure that I showed you there earlier. So yeah, you can actually change the lane departure. You can do the lane sensitivity. So you can do the sensitivity for low or high. So if you start wandering a little bit off your line, it'll say to you, you know, you need to stay center. Yeah, I wish people would actually pay attention to that, but obviously there. Now you've got your BSD, which stands for your blind spot detection. So like I showed you on the previous one, you'll see in the mirror itself, let's see if you can actually see it. There, well, you'll see that there is a little emblem showing you in the mirror what lights up on orange when someone gets into your blind spot. So you can also do there as well. So there's just detection, traffic adjacent to the lanes, just telling you that there's a vehicle there, so you don't cross in lane and cause an accident. Okay, then you've got your door open warning. This is just to let you know, hey, your door's open, your door's not. Now you'll see this is quite a nice feature, because when your door's open, it'll actually tell you about vehicles approaching. So now if I go and show you here on the back at the handle, you'll see there's a little emblem in the middle there at the top. That also lights up, so when people in the back climb out, it actually tells them that there is a vehicle approaching. So you don't just have people climbing out without looking out their mirrors, which, you know, a lot of people do. You got the distance warning. Let's do distance warning. So that is, like I said with the previous videos, this is what you use with your distance to let the people know how far your car is and how far your active cruise control is. Okay. Then you got the ACC. So you'll see that just shows you the distance between your brake assist. So if your vehicle registers that you're too close to a vehicle or something runs in front of you, I've heard stories of this car actually, someone was just running across the road, they were doing about 50 km an hour, someone ran in front, the car just braked and stopped the car to avoid hitting the people. So it is a nice anti-collision, which is nice. Then you got the RCW. Now this is the rear collision warning. Now if you're doing a lot of driving, it's a nice thing to have. If you are in Gauteng, however, it's not something you want, because people sit on your ass constantly and it constantly goes off. Then you got your pre-collision warning. If I just press the button here, so you can do the different distances between far. So it'll obviously a further, you got close, you got near, or standard. I just leave it on standard, as it is a perfect distance. You don't want too far and too close, because people do go between you and the previous car in front of you. Then let's see what we got. We got the ACC. Like I said, this is the maximum, the standard, or the minimum. So this will give you your distances. It'll change your car and put you back to what your distance was to keep your car, so you don't get too close. So obviously just keep it on standard because that is still a nice distance. And the last one on this screen is just your driving mode. Now this you need to be careful of. A lot of cars come standard, so when you change your car to sport, it will still stay on comfort. So change it to associated driving mode. So when you put it onto sport, your steering wheel actually changes to sport, and when it's in comfort, it actually changes to comfort. Else you will have a car that can accelerate, but the steering is then very lazy. And then we got ACC. So this is basically just your cabin for self-cleaning. You can switch it off, but I'll leave it on. You got your lights. So you got your ambient lighting, your auto lights, your intelligent high beam, or your daylight running lights. So you can decide on which ones you actually want off and which ones you actually want on. So what I do is with the ambient lights, I actually have it as set for rhythmic music, because you can actually go and change it to 7 different colors. So what I do is I put it onto associated there. So when it plays music, it'll actually change to 7 different colors, which is quite a nice little thing to do. You can actually also then switch the function off itself, which if you're paying for so much for a car that has it, you know you're going to use it. Then what's left? We got cluster. Okay, so the cluster as well is just basically for changing your time as well as your brightness. I'll leave it on there because obviously I want to see all the stuff during the day. Then we've got intelligent key. So the intelligent key is the courtesy lights, the intelligent opening, and intelligent key itself. So a lot of people don't like the intelligent opening. You can switch it off because they are scared about, you know, being stuck somewhere and someone tries to open their car, or you know, they walk away and the car doesn't close itself. So you can actually change those settings itself. It is up to you depending on what you want. Courtesy lights, obviously that is lacquer when you're in a place that's very dark, especially nowadays with the load shedding and that, and you get to a place where it's pitch dark. It's nice having lights that actually follow you and show you where to go. And that is your vehicle settings. So that's a nice little thing to have. Like I said, the vehicle settings is you should play around with and get them sorted out nicely. Alright guys, thank you, have a lucky day, cheers. Please subscribe and enjoy your videos and enjoy my videos, and chat to you guys another day. Bye.